Hello and welcome back to the Notable Norse. So, I have done some educating for myself about education. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means that if we have a look at someone who's educating our child, we can now properly assess what is good for them, which is something I didn't really know. I was kind of guessing based on Crusader Kings II, but I want to actually know. Do we have a child who's younger than Dan? Yes. Do we have a child who doesn't have an educator? Yes, okay. Wait, he's a bit young. Does every child have an educator? They do. Are we educating any children? I just want to find somebody who's being educated that we can, like, fire. You know what, we'll just fire someone. You know what, Dan? Your educator? He's fired. Yeah. Remove guardian. He's gonna be well unhappy. Except he isn't. Okay, cool. So, children like guard. Oh, we had two, we were missing one. Oops. Alright, well, Dan. So, here is the checklist. Basically, what affects your child getting good education? First up is if they have a positive genetic trait. Dan does not have a positive genetic trait, such as genius, intelligent, quick, shrewd, all of that sort of stuff. So, he's not going to get anything from that. Secondly, you want to look at somebody you trust not to kill your child. We're going to assume that everybody likes our children in our land, but it's important to know. Then, you want to look for genius, intelligent, quick, shrewd on your person that you are getting to educate your child. You want to look at the value of their primary attribute, which is whatever matches the focus, and then the value of their secondary attribute, which is whatever is on the learning tab. The other thing that you might want to consider is prowess, and that, if we're going to get a prowess education, which I think Blade Master counts as, we want to be looking for traits such as Herculean, robust, strong, giant, hail, all that sort of stuff. What we want to be avoiding, sorry, you'll see us flying across the map because I'm scrolling up on my wiki that I have to help me with this. What we want to avoid is any education by somebody who is slow, dull, stupid, or an imbecile. The childhood trait is not matching the guardian trait, or there is no guardian. Sorry, the childhood trait is not matching this one. Sorry, in the education focus. It's not, the green line is not matching. So, let's see if we can find somebody in here. So, Dan, we are looking for somebody. We can't search for traits in there. Interesting. So, Dan is a martial education. So, we'll go high martial. So this guy's going to be best right now. He has Herculean. He was the person educating our child, so which gives him a chance of prowess, I think, of getting a prowess education of some kind. But do we have somebody further down who... See, Ankhed here is a genius. So because he's a genius, he's likely a better educator. He also has more learning than the person at the top, so that'll make up the fact he has less martial. So I think this guy is a better educator for our son. So that's what I'm going to go with. Right. That's my logic. It might be wrong. By the way, his education is determined on a percentage chance per year of getting a hidden education number going up. So if we have to change the educator, then that would, that's only going to affect, well, in this case, because we changed the educator, this new one's only going to affect ages 9 till 16. The previous 3 years are already locked in, if that makes sense. Right, what education do you need? Roggenvalder? You're going for martial education. Okay. In which case, it should be the same person. It should be... He is not available? Wait. Yes, so this smart guy is not available. So, we could go all the way down to Lanark, but he's got very poor martial. So I think this time we actually do want to go with Anundr. But anyway. That was roughly how you do that. A little bit awkward, but hey, there you have it. Right, so, what are we going to do this time? Well, we've got some extra land that we probably want to grab around here. We probably want to grab Västergötland at some point, if we can. Vassalage, we need to wait for this to end, but if it does end, he's only 9 away, so he might just say yes, especially if we got some extra military strength somehow. So I guess we want to raid in the hopes that we get somebody we can sacrifice. Has anyone raided the Pope recently? He doesn't really have that many troops. I think we're going to go raid the Pope. Let's do that. Where are we going to start our raid from? I guess we'll start from here. Yeah, so let's move the rally point over here. Raise local raiders. Wait. I should have just... Wait a second. Disband all raiders? Yeah, I've changed my mind. We're going to go to the edge, and I'm going to raise them in a pile, because I'm going to go and attack the Pope, so I kind of want to just have our army prepared to get in there, storm Rome, and leave. So we'll keep getting those troops together. We actually are running out of supply as we're gathering, which is great. It's a good sign. Gained 105 extra gold. I'm not going to go to your feast right now. No, that's probably fine. That'll do. Do we have somebody who helps with raiding? Yes, okay. Although we could raid ourselves. Right. We are going to go right over to Rome. There we go. Let's try that. Maybe we can capture the Pope. I'm sure he'll be worth some piety. Close that in there. Zoom into roughly this area. And lines about legacy. Men need not fear as lives depart, though it may tear their grievers apart. Okay, a little awkward as a rhyme. And hope only for memory's grace. Their time of conquest ended, apace. Okay, we'll just take that one again, I guess. Keep doing diplomacy challenges. Why can I imprison you? Adulterer. Okay. Leviathan. It behooves the king to spend time at sea with a salty air in his face and a fine vessel beneath his feet. Today sees my personal craft and small escorting squadron out for drills, practice and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court, when we spotted a distant plume of water followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. Because we are a hunter, we can do a prowess thing for a chance of 300 gold. We can get prestige, we can get some money, or... I'm just going to get the 300. We gain 300 gold. Nice. Waiting for... There we go. There's our boats. We have arrived. And we're raiding. Okay, how much raid stuff does this place have? 48. That's pretty good. Head to Rome. Nice. The Vatican. Okay. Yeah, we're making lots of money over here. This is what you want to do. We haven't captured anyone yet, though. Alright, I'll imprison these people for having an extramarital affair. Alright, do I get anything for executing you? It's tyranny. How about you? Tyranny. Yeah, alright, I'll ransom you both back. Take my 10 gold. Back over here. Take my 100 gold. This one. Hey, we captured someone. Execute. There we go. Nice. We can ransom this guy. On the other hand, I can execute him. Cool. Was this faction that's strong against us? Oh, it's still the Catholic peasants. Okay. Whatever. I'm a dreadful ruler again. Let's make our way across here. You know, we'll stop in here while we're on the way past. Mystical knowledge. I've come across a book describing how ancient devotees use trances and visions of ecstasy to communicate with Asgard. It seems a strange practice in our modern age, but perhaps there is something to be learned from them. Okay, what do the other texts say? We'll learn about it through books. We're book guy now. The more I dig into the ancient text, the more I discover. Could the mysterious practices of the ancient devotees predate even Norse itself? I seem to have stumbled across something remarkable. Teach me about my faith, or perhaps I should experiment. I would like learning and a learning lifestyle perk, please. Thank you. Zealous proselytizer. Definitely good. We've still got a lot on the way learning experience to the next level, which is great. Yeah, it's just great stuff. Cool. Return yourself home. Yeah, this would be the quickest way home. Cool. Hopefully I don't lose too many troops on the way back. Just gonna wait here for them. We can declare war. No, don't need to do that. Continue waiting. The org comes of age. The org. That's fine. You're a charismatic negotiator. I want to marry off Bjorg. So we're going to look for somebody who is max age difference 10, max age 25, has an inheritable trait, matrilineal, and then see if there are any really good traits. We have somebody who has 2 traits. That's kind of okay. Who has 2 traits? Tolki. Member of my house? Sure, why not? Their chance of being inbred, but hey, that's fine. What man does not hope to rest when tired? In glorious memory with hearts desired, and hope only for memory's grace, that their history finds true place. Sure, I'll diplomacy challenge him. Again. Waiting for our troops to get back. Growing strong. Sulki is no longer sickly. Are we back yet? Where's my army? Oh, you're making it. Okay. Definitely need to disband when we get back. You shall have your freedom in death. Yeah, land. Walk over here and beat them up, even though you're taking attrition. Cool. Is this the place where there's most troops? Yeah. Okay. Split up. I love that this is still going, even though there is no, like, even though we've got the game paused, it's like, nah, keep going. Okay, a little spread out here. Wait for our supplies to come back. Hey, learning lifestyle perk. Religious icon. Nice. Keep waiting. Where's the leader? There. Okay, so that's the army we want to defeat. So let's wait for us to sort ourselves out. Asbjorn, let's find you somebody to marry. You've got Forder. Okay. And call on my ally Vaughn of Tevitt Dale. I could, yeah. You know what? Sure. This seems like a Vaughn war. Asbjorn. This seems great. Great marriage. Yeah. Okay. She's fecund, which is one you don't see too often, which is just good. And she's also pretty. Yeah. Good marriage. Solid. We finished our grand halls. Continue chilling. Right. Y'all ready to move yet? No. Now you're ready to move. Okay. Troops on boats. Send them over to Arnheim. Actually, send them up here. So let's kind of swarm our way over. With a child named Sven. Comfort over friends. Hey, we spent time with our friend and lowered our stress, which wasn't very high. Worthy of the ocean. Longships are in many ways the heart of a king's power. Without access to the sea, what are we but trapped wolves unable to hunt or roam? It is with no small amount of alarm then that my latest inspection of our stored boats shows many are beginning to moulder and perish, their carefully clinked hulls in danger of coming apart once reaching the water. I can pay for excellent longships. Let them rot. Doesn't King Nico have a newish fleet that we can try and steal, or it can't cost that much to fix them? I will pay for the excellent longships. Merge the army. Put our best person in charge and start marching your way towards their armies. Nice. Keep charging in. See how it goes for you. The beast of Nithoros. My king! Huffs. Anundur as he marches up to me, hauling my son Skulki by his ear. This dratted child has been lying in wait around corners, wearing a wolf skin for a costume, only to jump out screaming and scaring the living daylights out of people. And say, honestly, it's bloody hilarious. You need to be punished, because we're just. You'll harass my son, you're exiled, or I profoundly do not care. Yeah, okay, we'll punish him. It's fine. Right. Hey, a new one of these. We can get practice kidnappers. More likely to imprison characters after a successful raid or siege. Give it to me. More money from ransoms? Gain prestige when ransoming prisoners? Yeah, I'm all about the pillaging lifestyle. Let's go. Just march your way through the remaining armies. Nice. Coveted literature. My lord, Reeks Gothy approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. If you make him see the error of his way, I will be in your debt. Yeah, I'm gonna read the book and take it from you, so my learning will go up. Nice. Hey, we have 5,000 piety. When did that happen? Down here. Let's march away directly into them. A snake at court. Somebody has been adultering with my daughter. Oh no. Balder has come of age. Nice. Well, let's find him a wife. Balder, same thing that we had on before. Intelligence a good trait. Anyone else popping out? Not really. Intelligence a good trait. She's 16 years old. Seems like a good marriage to me. Oh, they're piling more men into the battle. I love it. Beat him up. Don't give him an option. We captured the hostage. So be it. Hey, guess what? You're executed. Right. Problem solved. Disband all of our troops. Nice. Okay. Have we raided over here in a while? Let's move these guys over. Get some local raiders. We haven't raided over here in a while. Alright, I'll wait till we have like... yeah, that 6,000 troops. That seems fine. And then just start raiding. What we should also do is we should lead so that we have the extra chance of capturing people. I think we have to lead for it. I could be wrong though. Deaf diplomacy. My Chancellor Jarl Sif has worked hard to convince our neighbouring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Chieftain Magnus of the Mearns is flawed, illegitimate and unfair to me. I'm once again free to declare war upon him as I please. That's interesting that the game would remove an alliance that I made. That could have bad implications, I suppose, at some point, but I mean, I guess we'll be fine with it. Doesn't really matter either way. We have a grandson named Arnsfast. Okay. Back up here. I can't help but notice after getting the more chance of capturing people that we haven't captured a single person. Alright. Sven. Sven, you're going to have a stewardship focus. Okay. So with your stewardship focus, I'm going to check stewardship first. You're quick, which is good. Learning attribute isn't that bad. Stewardship's good. We have anybody else who's even close. With you who's intelligent. I think that you are better. I'm going to go with her. Yeah. I'm not sure if that is better necessarily, but I think the jump is worth it. We still haven't captured anyone. I'm starting to think that maybe this is bugged. I don't know, maybe we've just been very unlucky. But ever since I took the thing that says I capture more people, I've captured 0 people. Did I read it wrong? I mean, that's entirely possible. More likely to imprison characters after a successful siege or raid. No? Wait, yeah, we are leading? Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to put this guy back in charge. Maybe Reaver is just better anyway. Alright, got prisoner in the first siege without us leading. I don't know. Maybe. What's this? Found a new empire. I have enough prestige to found an empire? Okay. Yeah, I do. I don't really want an empire, but it's good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. We'll leave that be. Right. We captured more people. And by the way, another 2 with us not leading. Just thought I'd point that out. I believe we now have enough piety to reform the religion. I do. Cool. I like Blot. Warmonger's fine. Patron Gods is fine. Is there anything I want to change in here? I mean, honestly, not really. Just go for it. And we can change it later anyway. Reform. So, organized faiths have access to holy wars. The court chaplains are better at converting counties. Court chaplain will gain control over temples in your domain. Your old faith will consider you a stray. Go for it. Every vassal will convert as well was a big one. So, we have now converted our... I'll just close all of that. We've now converted our faith to reformed Asatru. Or, you know, just... well, let's call it Asatru, and the old one's old Asatru. But anyway, essentially, we have now reformed our faith. Cool. So, if we go back to adopt feudal ways, is an organized faith. Tick. Development level of Throndheimer is greater or equal to 5. What's the development level is 4. Okay. Go and increase development over here. That seems good. And now I actually don't really need to go down the same path of learning. But even if I stick with my learning focus, I could probably jump into this side, the whole of body side, if I wanted to. Let me check my religion. Did these places convert over? Or are these old? These are old. Okay, so only some bits converted over as an actual land. Okay, so we probably want to start converting some of our land as well. We could start by converting like York over here for us. That would seem like a good idea. We don't really need the piety anymore. Unless we want to make ourselves the empire. I'm kind of thinking my idea, though, is to create the High Kingdom of the North Sea. Because we need to have Norway for 30 years. You have to hold them for 30 years? And that's fine. Right, hold that for 30. Oh, and I guess this means on one character as well. Because we obviously have held it for more than 30 years. But, okay. So, hold England, Denmark. Okay, that seems possible. Completely control the region of the North Sea Heartlands. Which is fine. Yeah, we'd need that if we're making England. So it's this land here. It's a little hard to see. It's this land here, plus Denmark, plus that. Yeah, it's a little odd, but yeah. Okay. I think this might be our final thing that we go for. I think this is our like a final thing, maybe. Although, what other things do we have here? Negotiate the Danelaw. Competition for land in England is fierce, and no one ruler is yet proved dominant. Yet there is a path no one has tried yet. Perhaps a devil's bargain could be struck. Your title is equal or less to the duchy rank. Well, that seems very unlikely that we're going to get there. So, yes. I don't think we're going to go with that. Dismantle the papacy. We have to completely control the region of Italia. That's not really something I'm looking to do in this one then. I think the High Kingdom of the North Sea is kind of a good idea for us. So, just think of our steps that we want to do. We've reformed the faith. Adopt feudal ways is next. So to get that, we have to get our tribal authority to absolute, which we can do, and development to absolute, which we can do. In fact, can I push us to absolute right now? I can push us up 1 right now. Sure. Yeah, I can do that. I can just push us to max. Okay. And we can then become feudal. Alright, so all we have to do is raise our development level. Okay. I mean, that's not that difficult. Yeah, we're at 84 of 100. Monthly growth is 3.3. Cool. I think we're, like, if I unpause, we might just be able to get there. Oh! There was an event. I always think it was a little anticlimactic. At long last, I've managed to gather every important Gothi in the world together so that they can discuss our beliefs and establish an official doctrine to guide our faith into the future. Impassioned Gothar are already talking about launching great holy wars to spread their new faith across the world and are asking all adherents to put all disputes aside and come together for the sake of the new faith. The burgeoning movement has decided not to instate a religious head, preferring instead to let each Gothi determine what teachings are appropriate for their own temple. The world will see that Odin favors us. It's not a cult. Achievement unlocked. I assume that is create a faith. Yeah, cool. Somebody is plotting to kill my concubine. Oh no. Anyway, right. How's our development level looking? 90. All right, like 3 months. Child of my dynasty. This granddaughter Unar. Somebody's trying to kill my concubine. Oh no. I literally don't care. So we're at 5 now. Perfect. Designated guardian for Schoolie. So Schoolie is going to have a martial education. So if I go martial. This guy, again, is looking okay. You are intelligent. You got martial. Yeah, I think you're better. Cool, we'll go with that. I might be doing this entirely wrong, but I think that that is the correct way to do it. Right, let's have a look at adopt feudal ways. Development level is 5 or greater. Done. You have the law absolute tribal authority. I do now. And there we have it. We can now adopt feudal ways. So all tribal holdings will become castle holdings. My tribal vassals will change to feudalism. Sure, I've done it. A new era. The old ways have served us well, and we will always honor them. However, as the king of Norreger, I have concluded that we must adopt feudalism and its principles if we shall continue to prosper. It is the crucial next step on our road to greatness. So everything converts to feudal. Now, what does that mean for this? Hey, these all got converted to a new building. That's wonderful. We can also make ourselves duchy and wait, we can make a grand temple here? That seems pretty sweet. Alright, I'm going to spend my money on a grand temple. The other thing is that all of these holdings are now suddenly actually working for us. I can build more grand temples? Oh, okay. But yeah, these buildings are now working for us because they are, yeah, because they're now working. Like, these buildings now actually work properly. That was a really bad way of describing it, but basically it means that these things are now more useful to us and we can upgrade them. Right, you. I probably should have walked you home and disbanded you a while ago. Sorry about that. Oh, we also got our raid loot back. I forgot that they were off raiding. There we go. Disband. Cool. That's better. Right, so now we've adopted feudalism. Is our tech level at early medieval yet? No, we're 27 years out. So, the next thing that we want to do is get to early medieval, so we can now get hereditary, so then allow us to get partition, which is still not good, but is better. Let me just check something here. So if I go down to our holding level now, actually it'd be easier to look at it from here. So it's now Confederate partition. Tribal rulers are locked to the succession type. But I'm no longer tribal, so I'm not locked to the succession type. So I guess it would follow this succession law. So what I want to do... Yeah. So what I'll want to do is I'll want to move ourselves to partition. And then, well, at the same time, I'll want to remove these laws. Yeah, I want to remove Scandinavian elective from everything that has Scandinavian elective. Yeah. And then pass it all... Yeah. And then pass it all into this. So it does mean that we're not going to be able... Basically, it means it's going to pass in a straight line. But the main benefit over Confederate is it isn't going to split all of our land into all the different parts. So it wouldn't split our kingdom. If I was to look at kingdom, it wouldn't like give us the Kingdom of Scotland and the Kingdom of Norway. What it would instead give us is just, it would say, okay, you've got the Kingdom of Norway. That's going to the first son. We'll give him a bit of land. And then the rest of it underneath the Kingdom of Norway will go to the second son. Which is a lot better than Confederate, which would split it up and it would give bits of land to each person. Like it would make new titles basically, which is fine. I think we could live with that. I think we could live with the first son inheriting. That's absolutely fine. Also, are you not married? Oh no, you're an order member. You may not inherit and you may not marry. Oh yeah, okay, but you are amazing. So Asbjorn is like our first heir then. Yeah, okay. Do we want to make him our heir? I mean, he is the child of a concubine, which probably means that they're not going to vote for him. Balder would have more chance as an heir. Dan would actually have would be a pretty good heir. He's got 2 ones that are virtuous. Dan might be a good heir to try and push things to if we don't get the elective stuff sorted out. Yeah, I mean, he'd be fine. Depends what his education comes out with, but his stats right now are pretty good. If he gets like a +8 on his martial, it's looking fairly solid for Dan. Yeah, okay, well, we'll think about it. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.